Good morning, Academy 5 Premium members and everybody else who is watching the recording or on YouTube watching me. David Kahn here on Friday, the 26th of September 2025. It's now 4 minutes to 8 in the morning here in the UK. We're looking at the fortunes of the EUR USD on the 1 minute time frame, following our indicators and strategy. So what can we see here? So if we go take the indicators off for a minute and just go on to the 5 minute time frame, we can see that we are having a lot of consolidation. All this period here is consolidation, breaking out of consolidation now, going to the downside, but going possibly taking some more orders from up here before continuing on down in the short term. But let's have a look at the bigger picture. So we will go to the daily time frame and note that we got our support and resistance lines here that we drew up yesterday, I believe it was. But we have a big form of daily imbalance on that candle there, so we'll mark that up. Yeah, all that on from that wick there to that wick there is in balance on that candle there, so that needs to be filled at some stage. But we can't see anything till we get down to here. I'm not going to be marking that up because it's so far away. In the last 2 days, they've had a downward trend. Possibly getting down to these levels down here again, but again, it's too far away. So we'll go on the 4 hourly. And the imbalance is a bit more clearly shown on this. Is price going to tap into that? Well, it has done before moving on down again, perhaps. But if we draw a tentative trend line from the low there down to there, that's where we might be going, down to that area down there, could be. And then looking for support and resistance lines. So turn it over to the line chart. Well, there is no on the 4 hourly. This is as low as it's been for a while. So there is no real lines to look at. And there is no real, I guess there is a good as any. Yeah, there, that area there. Because there's been support there and resistance there. So that is an area of interest. And just here, we've had bounce off there and a bounce off there. So that's quite an area to look at. So we'll come off the lines, go back onto the candles on the 5 minute and see that we are in the sell zone again now. So really But is price wanting to tap into this imbalance that we drew up? Possibly. But we're in a sell zone, so it's very awkward to take a buy when you know you're in the sell zone and you don't need to do it because of our low our low target that we need to go for. You don't need to take risks, and that's what this is here for. So I'll just put that there to remind me that that is the sell zone. And here, right on the support and resistance line, funny enough, that's the buy zone. So put the indicators back on. Wouldn't want to be taking that buy knowing that we're in a sell zone. Is it going to tap into there? If anything, I think I'd want to take a sell of anything to give you enough confidence to get down to your 2%. And the sell is the next one up. You've been 2.2 pips away, which is there. 2%, which is there. And at the moment, there we go. That's a scenario I'd like to see more than the buy. Not saying the buy won't work, but there's too many warning zones in the warning areas in the way for me. And I like to be a bit cautious. You should too. But we'll paper trade this and see what happens, I guess. We've got in there, stop loss there, and I can very well see, oh, it has worked, hasn't it? But you would have got in there where the trend line went green. That means you possibly would have got in there. Which drags your 2-to-1 up to there. And that's a bit more riskier, but I can see why price would want to go up there to tap into that stop loss. Sorry, into that imbalance area. But right now, if he was in this trade, I'll be looking at putting my stop loss to my entry for fear of it coming back down again and maybe getting into this sell that I've thought we would be taking if it gives itself to us. But all the time, recognizing that we've got lots of sideways movement. It's not really a good time to trade. But things change, and when they do change, a lot of the time it is at this time of the day. London's just kicked in now. Every day is different. No 2 days are the same for obvious reasons. The world doesn't stay the same. So, yeah. So I wouldn't have been taking that buy because recognizing all this consolidation here. So we'll turn our MT4 on. And here's the same picture on our MT4 or MT5. Same indicators that you get with the Camry 55. Making sure you've got your trade system up and running. You've got your risk to reward in purple. showing 2 to 1. Your lot calc in purple. That's important. Calculates your lot size automatically for you. And the all important 1% that we risk. So that's all ready. But we're paper trading this one now. But in reality, I'll be waiting for the next alert, which would have to be a sell alert because that's how it works. Buy alert, sell alert, buy alert. So the next one has to be a sell alert. I wouldn't want to have been taking that buy. I wouldn't have been wanting to take that sell, to be fair, because recognizing all this sideways movement here, it's been going on an awful long time. Nothing great happening at all. So recognizing all that, you don't want to get caught up on all that. So you don't need to get caught up on that because we only need 1 or 2 trades a day. So why not pick the best opportunities for yourself? The trick is to recognize all this and not be tempted by FOMO, fear of missing out, and all that good stuff to want to get in. I had a good year yesterday, made 3%. Come right back on my holidays. I didn't get a "we miss you" card from the banks, but there's plenty of money to go around. $6.2 trillion a day business this is, so there's plenty of money to go around. And all you want is your little bit of it. Unless you want to be Elon Musk or something. So, yeah, so we'll get rid of that, so not to confuse. And now, that's where the stop loss will be. Oh. Nice to see some people on this morning. Hope you're having a nice morning wherever you are. Sunny down here in Cornwall, where I live. Hope it's sunny and nice wherever you are. So we're into more consolidatory sideways movement. Let's have a look at the latest news. Trump slaps on a new tariffs. Dollar holds gains as attention turns to spending data for Fed clues. Have you noticed something, that the bigger picture as well? As much as we got an indecisive president of the United States, President Trump, we got an indecisive market more of the time than not. Funny that, isn't it? Seems nobody can really second guess what's going on in this topsy-turvy world that we live in now. So we want confirmations of getting into zones. Of course we do. We've been into the sell zone now, so we will be looking for the next sell. This is the buy zone. So we're looking for the next sell. Best get prepared. I want 2.2 pips away minimum. Could be more, of course. And put the lines on. Do that again because I locked my, previously my stop loss was locked, but now it's floating again. Stop loss needs to come down there. Of course, we need everything to go red as well, but I ain't too keen on it because of all this sideways movement, but we're here to trade. I've got a limit, although my days with myself are limitless, so I've got a limitless time with you. So let's try and use it. I'm ready, so I can flick my MT4 on at any time. While we're on the on air, and it's going like that, I've got the other monitor on, so we'll just play a little message from Steve.
Hi, this is Steve with a very short video to show you where to get the training for the indicators and tools we use inside Academy 55. So once you're logged into the members area, you'll see in the premium dashboard this section that's entitled Start Learning, and if you click here, that'll take you through to the learning library. Now, we'll say at this point, we highly recommend you watch each of these videos 2 or 3 times to get a full understanding of how everything works. Here you'll find tutorials on using the MT4 Trade Assistant and how to use the MT4 platform with the Trade Assistant. This is the longest video you'll find inside the platform. It's around 30 minutes long, well worth your time. Watch the video once, then maybe write a few questions down that you might have for yourself and watch the video for a second time, and things will really start to make sense. By the time you watch it 3 times, you'll fully understand how everything works. So that's the longest video. It's about 30 minutes long, well worth your time. And then you can jump into individual trainings here for how to remove indicators. These videos are just a couple of minutes long. How to move MetaTrader around like you can in TradingView, Trading Assistant controls, how to do back testing in TradingView, how to draw vertical lines to mark out your hour, and so much more. And by the time you watch this video or see this video, there might be other trainings in this section. But everything here is well worth your time, and you find that, as I said a moment ago, from the main dashboard in the Start Learning section.
Thanks, Steve. We'll cut that short because we might be brewing up for everything turning red, maybe. Volume room's flattening up a little bit. Not entirely convinced of that, but things can change very, very quickly because we're on the 1 minute time frame at the end of the day. But we are looking for the next sell alert. And ideally I'd want, right, okay, so I want price to break that and carry on down. But is it just tapping into this imbalance on this candle here before going back up again? Quite possibly, because it's just snaking around. It's well, sorry, that's not a technical term. These are called Elliott waves, like a roller coaster. Right, so that's where I want my stop loss, but I'm going to the trend line there, but I'm going to be guided by everything going red, not jumping in too quickly. Trend line's gone red now. Don't want to get in too quick. Give it a little bit more. 3 pips between stop loss and entry. We're underneath the purple zone now, just about. Right, I'm going to. Oh, where did that come down now? With commission, I guess. 3.8 pips stop loss. Really a bit too soon now because it's hovering around this purple line. We haven't really gone past that area there. It's tapped into this imbalance. I don't really like this trade, but because of the conditions I've seen, but I need to show you guys something. It's not one of the best. Price, yes, price has been into the sell zone, but we can see an awful lot of consolidation. I want to see things getting rid of out of this area here completely. This is a roller coasters make me feel sick. So this is all a roller coaster. I don't really like it, but I need to show you guys. So if I was to take a trade, it would have been this one, but recognizing a 1% loss and a 2% gain in the same context, 3.8 stop loss. I'm going to put that on the 3.8, which is there. That's unusual. Yeah, well, because, yeah, so I guess it's the commissions. Yeah. Oh, look, 1.19. How did that work then? I don't understand how that happened. It'd be, you saw me, I pressed the sell button and it went to, because I got 2 to 1, look, and yet at that moment in time, I can only think it's the commissions that's doing it. And that pushes my, I must be very sorry, but I don't really know at this time why that has gone like that, because that is not how I envisaged 3.8 on 3.8 stop loss is 3.8 to entry. And yet my 2% is down here, 1.16665. But we're on the sell now. We're below the purple line, which is good. Is there a bigger intent to go even lower? Obviously, I certainly hope so. And for some reason, it went to 1.19% as opposed to 1.81, which is a 2 to 1, I guess. But I can only think it's because of commissions doing that. I think I'll bring this up with Steve later on. He's our technical guy here at Academy 55, and see if we can have any input into why that would be the case. Now we've got an equal distance with this here. So what I'm thinking is, are we going to see the same thing again? Or if we go lower, then I'm more confident of us reaching our target down there. But I'm thinking about aborting this one. Yeah, I'm going to abort that because I'm not happy with and broke even. So I'm not happy with this. One, the trade assistant didn't give me a clear 2-to-1. And two, I'm seeing all this movement here. Is it going to happen again? It really looks like it's going to all this stuff is filling me not with confidence. So I'm quite happy that I broke even on this trade. But we will follow its fortunes on a paper trade basis. And because I broke even, there is no official trade. I didn't lose anything, didn't win anything, so I won't put that in the journal. And I'm quite happy to watch this because of those, because I'm just not happy with the way the trader system worked. It gave me a much bigger stop loss to entry than I wanted. I wanted like a 3 pips there, which would have put my 2% down to around because we got the buy zone there. So I'm not really showing you guys I don't know whether it's my actual computer, my screen or whatever. So I'm quite happy that I broke even on this trade and I'm not in this, so it can do what it wants basically. Because all this is just it's not good. Not good to see, not good to trade. So you can do what the hell it wants. There we go. We are on the 5 minute. There we go. All that nonsense there, all that noise. Created a lot of imbalance here now. So it could very well just do the same. So I guess so we don't waste our time, it'll be a good juncture for me to throw open the chat. If anyone's got any questions about what they were seeing, saying, some of you may still be in this trade. Please do come on board. If anybody wants to chat to me about what they've seen, please put just message chat in the chat room and I will open your mic and then we can chat if you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine. And we can talk about what we've seen here today. And personally, I'll be interested to see if anybody's been following me along and that happened to you as well. Raj didn't like it either, but he won a little bit of money, so good on you, Raj. Don't go broke by getting a profit. As you see, just more of the same, really. It might open up earlier later on in the morning, but it's not filling me with confidence, all this stuff. And I don't need to trade it, so I won't. Especially with the trade assistant misbehaving slightly. I don't know. I don't think I made an error. I'll bring this up with Steve later on and see if he can. He's very good at technical stuff, Steve. Me, I just concentrate on the trading. But like you see now, we've got imbalance up here on that candle there. So price could push up again to take it out. How far do you go back with imbalances? Says Raj. Well, imbalances are there to be filled, and you've got to be wary of them. And if they're anywhere near where you are trading, you take a notice of them. It doesn't matter how far back, it might be even 6 months ago. Still has to be filled to cause balance in the market. And the banks have got so much money that they can leave that balance there, imbalance there, as long as they want. But they know it needs to be filled. There is no set time limit. So if you have an imbalance near where you are trading, like here, for example, in reality, price could continue on down till next week, and then, but it'll need to go up and fill that imbalance at some stage. But that could be like next week, next month, next next year, even really. But if it's near you, you need to pay attention to it and assume that they not. Well, I don't like the word of assume, but think that they may want to fill that imbalance because they're so near it. My holiday was good, thank you, Raj. 35 degrees. You might be able to tell in my voice I've got a little bit of a cold now, coming back to good old Blighty, the UK that we call it. Yeah, but very busy. Um, went to Croatia, Bosnia, Herzegovina, and Montenegro. So quite intensive. Have a look around. 35 degrees most days. We didn't experience any rain, which was great. Clear blue skies most days. So that was really good. Very, very busy. Need another holiday to recover. But most people say that though, don't they? So there we go. See, we would have been taken out. So pretty glad I did what I did, and I did that through seeing all of this. It's just not good sideways stuff, you know. Go back on the 5-minute time frame. There we go, got equal bottom there, look, with that one there. And that in turn sorted that a little bit of imbalance there, but we got imbalances down here. But they need to be filled at some stage. And I guess they could be slowly working their way back down, or they could be slowly working their way back up to catch into this imbalance up here. It all depends on the strength of the euro and the dollar at that time. So I guess we played the rest of Steve's video, if you remember. He was nearly 3/4 of the way through it, so I'll finish it off.
Now, one more thing just to mention here, if you're looking for anything in particular, if you come down to the support name of FAQs, click on Get Support, and in this area you'll find a detailed FAQ section, and you can come through here. For example, if you're looking for an answer to a question about MetaTrader, have a look through these, and once you click through you'll find direct links to videos that give you answers to most of the questions that we get asked on a regular basis. So hopefully you found this useful, and back to your further training.
Yeah, thanks, Steve. Steve's very good at technical analysis and not trade. Well, yeah, he's getting there with the trading, but with why things work in a certain way and why they don't work. So I'll have a little word with him later on about my own experiences just now. But yeah, we're in this sell zone again. All a bit of a, but the volume's kicking in now, look, since after 7 o'clock. Let's see what it did 4 hours ago. So in the Asian session, they were concentrating on going higher, and usually after the Asian session, if they're going up during the Asian session, they'd want to come down during the London session. But as you can see, we've got imbalanced here on the 4-hour candle, and this is the rest of this is daily imbalance. So they're going to tap into this bit here and then come back down again. But we're going into sell zones now, recognizing that support and resistance line I drew up. But we're in another sell zone, and all the time we're just very nervy, very not sure which way to go at the moment. So basically it's a good example of stay away. It's you don't need to trade this. You shouldn't trade this. You should just be I'm happy that I broke even. I was anticipating maybe a bit more of a breakdown to these levels down here, but recognizing that we had all this as well, so Why would we get out of it? Usually this time of day is the time to get out of it, but I still wasn't happy with it. So broke even, no trade today, and that's fine. So with that being said, guys, I think thanks very much for being on today, and we will come back again a strong next start of a new month, October already, next month, next week. So we'll tap into that as well, and um, see you guys next week. Have a great weekend, and see you soon. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll leave it there. See you next week. Cheers, guys. Bye.